Okay, camera, in stream. Why is it not coming on? There we go. Oh my goodness. Shootsies. There we go. All right, I'm back. Hello, everyone. Oh my God, what a lot of drama. I just don't understand what's going on, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought like the last couple of times, like I had some issues with the computer thing. I was like, yeah, that was a one-off thing, and whatever, it was all fine and everything was okay. And I seriously feel like there's some negative energy that's seriously messing with my things. It's so frustrating, and I so apologize. Everything, and nobody comes into this room, okay? So nobody comes into this room, nobody touches my stuff, and so I can't even say, oh, the kids were running around and they knocked something over or something. But for real, the past couple of times, as you have noticed, I've struggled with this dang thing, and it's annoying as heck. So I do sincerely apologize. Give me a thumbs up if you all can hear me and if you can see me. Great. I'm feeling cold. Stay at home mom detective. Ari Marquez, Sunshine Dragonfly, Debbie B. Thank you so much for hanging around, you guys. I so apologize again. This is like some kind of drama, isn't it? For real. So Teresa, hi Darian. Indie Jen. So I'm assuming everything is fine. We're up and running. The only thing I can say is if my battery goes down, then I have another one that's charging. I can switch it out. And it's odd too, because sometimes it just drains the battery, and I'm like, what, the power, what? Everything was fine. Hang on one second. So, all right, so let's get started. I'm not, thank you again, y'all, and Denise, thank you. I do apologize for this little bit of a thing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are saying, get it together, woman. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. It is what it is. So, this whole whatever is going on with regards to Doofus McGoofus's, the retrial, right? I again, like, I don't keep their date of birth or whatever. I never do. I just chuck it, just because I just chuck it. If somebody can please put in the comment section, what is the name of that lady? What's her name? The court, whatever her name is, the one that's because of whom all this drama has happened. Just put her name there, and then I will do it. I won't look at astrology, and I'll do just straight up tarot, okay? While you do that, Indigen, we are covering the Murdaugh retrial. And just so before I get any further, I had it on the title, but we had some technical issues, so I had to restart this. So this is the Murdaugh retrial, like just trying to get, like, what is the energy, and oh my God, look at the mess of my books over there. Shoot. I suppose I should turn the camera. Hang on. Whoa, I didn't even realize that was such a mess. Watch out, baby. Or not. Okay. If that's any help, there we go. It's just that I was looking for some books and I couldn't find it, so there we go. So it's the Murdaugh retrial, and Tammy, you didn't miss anything, Tammy. So, no, we are not. We are doing the Murdaugh retrial, please. We are not doing any other case. We are doing the. Oh, okay, all right, y'all. Let me just make it very clear right now. I'm doing the Murdaugh retrial. Okay, at the end of it, then we'll figure out, if I have enough time, I'll say, okay, we got questions. If y'all have questions, we'll look into it. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, just tell me the name of that lady who is supposed to be the one who has written that book, or rather had somebody ghostwritten for her. She was a court something or the other, whatever her name is. So let's get started. So is that her name? Becky? Hi Elaine, is that chick's name? Becky something or the other, whatever that court lady's name is. Also, I have to say, y'all, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. These are allegedly. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. And let's take it. Yeah, the court clerk. What is her name, Indigen? Do you know? I think. Okay. Hi, Cynthia. SJ11. Yeah, but I know somebody had told me her name, and now, of course, I can't get it. Is that her name, Rebecca Hill? Cancer, Uranus, Mercury. This is going to go like really fast, y'all, with this Doofus Madoofus's case. Court clerk. That's her title, right? Yes. Wow. Okay. She's going to be having a pretty intense emotional breakdown and having a great need to hide, okay? But unfortunately, because of the salaciousness of this case, it's going to propel her. It's going to move forward really fast. So let's see what's going on with her, this court clerk business. Justice. She is caught between two pretty intense energies herself. Okay, there is a push and pull of wanting to do the right thing, the emotional thing, and then also wanting to take action and not to. Okay, so it's like use the emotions or just forget the emotions and go all out. But in between all of this drama, there is the great need to want to find balance. I'm going to go so far as to say this chick, whoever this court clerk is, I'm going to put those back. Whoever that court clerk is, whatever the heck her name is, Becky, Rebecca, something. She's going to want to very desperately try to distance herself from the situation. As much as she may think that she's fine, she hasn't done anything wrong, I think this is pretty much going to almost like seal the deal type of a situation for her. So 20, 35, 30, 55, that's 6, that's 10, 38, 39, that's 12th house. Her connections with institutions, organizations, powers that be are going to be exposed. She is going to have to kind of watch out, because there is it's almost like washing the linen and hanging them outside to dry. Unfortunately, the linen hasn't been washed very well. So, So she is definitely like her connections, her contacts, her relationships that go down really are all going to come into question, are all going to come under scrutiny, are all going to be exposed. She's caught between, like I said, two very strong energies, very emotional energy, and the very take action energy, but then they are in conflict. So one is like, you know what, put up the blinders, and the other is, screw all that, I'm going to go for the gold and go for the jugular. So there's a little bit of a warring energy with her too, trying very hard to find the balance. She's not going to. This is not looking very good for her at all, one way or the other, however you cut it. But I'm also going to go so far as to say, I wouldn't be, hang on, let's see what cards pop out. She's going to be protected, y'all. 6 of Cups, give and take. Oh my God, I look scary, y'all. What the hell is going on over here? My hair, oh, geez. Sorry, everybody. I just looked up and I'm like, okay, this isn't looking good. All right, put that away. Give and take. Wishing she could dial back, but no. Then you have Temperance. Ooh, whoa. Stay within your limits. Yeah, no, y'all. This is not at all looking good for her, because with the 6 of Cups here, it is all of this information, like the fact that she has given and she has received. Now you can read between the lines. When we talk about give and receive, you can say, okay, give and receive what, right? So think about that for a second. A great need to kind of find balance, but then again, this give and receive has been to be able to kind of balance out the equation for a certain somebody. And then you have the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands is like, look, there is give and take. You just need to do XYZ to balance out the situation for somebody, to temper it. But then don't forget to stand within your limits. Don't forget to stand behind the boundary line. Like, stay within your limits. And then you have the 3 of Cups followed by the 5 of Swords. Definitely there is some shenanigans that are going on. I will not so much as put it in words, because again, these are allegedly entertainment purposes, my observations, my opinions. Do your own research. But there are definitely entities, energies, people, connections that are involved. And this is not just with a single department or division or authority, institution of authority. 3 institutions. So you figure out, could it be the police, could it be the justice system, could it be the politics of it? But 3 different powers that be, okay, are most certainly involved in this. And there is a lot of with the 5 of Swords, there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of she's up shit creek, y'all. And if you don't like the language I use, just go like this, okay? So this is most certainly not looking good for her. Any which way you slice it, dice it, grate it, mince it, julienne it, whatever, I would think that she should have had the common sense to stay within her bounds, which she didn't, okay? She just chose not to. I think she got a little cocky and arrogant. Whatever people say, about her, I don't know her personally, and I'm not bad-mouthing her, but whatever people say about her, what you see is not who she really is. In the sense, she may come across as being very very staid and very whatever, but behind the scenes she can be very, she has no problem dropping hints that, hey, here are my connections, and that sort of a stuff. So do you want to say passive aggressive? Yeah, it's like an inside secret, you have no idea who she's connected with type of thing. That'll be the talk around her. Okay, so so Ari, hang in there, we'll have time and then we can ask other questions. Yeah, Debbie's right, she goes, too late, she put herself in front and say, yeah. Thank you. So let's go on. Show me what else I need to see about this. Oh, she is very, very much, hang on. Nope, not looking good, y'all, not looking good. I have the Hermit, the Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Lover's card. Lover's card is again Gemini, it's again Mercury, and we had Mercury way up front here. I may forget to show the cards, y'all. I mean, y'all just have to go with it. Definitely a lot of analysis, a lot of analytical thinking, a lot of looking inwards. What else could I have done? What should I have done? What should not I have done? Well, with the Two of Swords, I'm going to say, unfortunately, like, Chica, you should have had the foresight to pick and choose, which side do you want to support, which side do you want to back. She did have an opportunity, but you know what? I'm going to go so far as to say a little bit of greed. Read between the lines, a little bit of greed. I'm going to want to appease everybody so that I can get from everybody. But how shall I phrase it? Almost too smart for her own good. She thought she'd be covered, she'd be fine. Yes, Six of Pentacles, give and take. There has been some give and take. Now go figure with the Pentacles, right? Absolutely. This is, as we know, even if you look at the traditional visualization of the Ten of Swords, I mean, she really is up doo-doo. And then we have the Lover's card here. So there are going to be, now you're going to begin to see the duality of her character. Now you're going to begin to hear the two sides of the stories. And now she's going to try to play both the sides. Like, oh, I was harassed, I was blackmailed, I was threatened, I wouldn't be surprised if she comes up with all of that just to save a hiney. I will go so far as to say that there is a very, very high chance that she's going to be she's a gopher, right? Seven of Swords, not good cards, y'all. She's not getting good cards. Self-incriminating, yep. The Tower. Look, with the Seven of Swords, very clearly, she thought she could get away with it. She thought she could get away with all the BS. No, she has self-incriminated herself. And yes, the Tower card, this is a very interesting card, the Tower card. Does it say that, okay, you're building a tower around you to protect yourself? Yeah, that's a possibility. Or it's all coming down because you did what you did. So let's take a look at the card after and see what comes up after that. And that will tell us a story. Queen of Cups. Basically, she is, and the Chariot. Hang on one second, y'all. The Seven of Cups. Look, she is going to be given, this is basically an opportunity for her to come clean or to go down fighting. Or no, let me rephrase that. To come clean or to keep her mouth shut and just take the hit, right? I took one for the team kind of thing. Because she is also going to be in a situation where there's a high likelihood that people are going to start saying we need to evaluate her emotional thingy, whatever, and they're going to kind of try to pull all those stunts saying that she was going through some emotional turmoil. And because whatever it is, her team, her people who are, of course, I'm sure she's lawyered up, going to try to do everything to protect herself. even so far as I said earlier, to say she was blackmailed, she was threatened, she was this, she was that. And then you have the Chariot card here. Now Chariot card does talk about focus, balance, that sort of a thing. Remember earlier also we had the Cancer card. Can you see? Wait, hey, focus, right? And we have the Chariot, right? We had this. So these are all the very, very emotions, right? Playing on one's emotions, playing on. So there is going to be a lot of that. Does she have options? Yes, she's got a lot of options. But at the end of it all, I'm going to say that this lady kind of really needs to. What is she going to do? Is she going to say, I made mistakes, I'm going to fess up and do the right thing now, even though I may go down for it, or not? She's got options. The question is, what is she going to do, right? Three of Pentacles. She's going to have people supporting her, yeah. Is there a possibility she may be incarcerated? Or in some way like held accountable? Yeah, she will. This card tells me that there are people who are going to try very hard to keep her name clear, to try and squash it all, because if they don't, let me show you this. Where's that other card? These are going to go down. There are three factions, three very strong institutions of power, organizations of power. So they are going to be very, careful about how they handle her, because for fear that she might just go psycho and just spill the beans, and there are going to be a lot more people are going to have to take the hit. This case is not something, she has already been reprimanded. This case is not something that's going to just die down. It's going to pop up again. I will say though, one thing about this situation is that people, I'm not saying every county, every city, every state is like, what's the word? Every person who's appointed by the city or the whatever, or the county are all like there because of influence. Some of them might have got it by their own true merit, but let's be honest, if truth be told, there are a lot of little places around, aka like this, where somebody will get a job in the city or whatever, even though you do not have any qualifications that could support that position. It's all about connections. Let's be honest, okay? This does happen all over the world. It happens in America, and it happens in a lot of cities and states. So am I going to say that she got the job on her own merit? I wouldn't put my money on that. See, these kind of connections, again, allegedly, these are my observations, my opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. A lot of these people, and I would say this, I had said this to a friend of mine the other day. I was like, people who go back this generational power and generational authority in little cities and counties and states, aka the Murdaughs, they will place people in strategic positions, okay, by like doing whatever. So John Doe has got power. He's going to place Jane Doe in a particular position, knowing very well she does not have to do that job, but at the end of the day, he wants somebody like that who's just going to do what he tells her to do. So I am absolutely sure that they have done that, and it's not just in the court. It could be in the other pillars of governance in that city and state and county. So so I better stop saying anything else. Yeah, that's true indeed, Jen. Alicia Mattox, we're talking about the retrial of the Murdaugh case, right? Yeah, exactly. So let's go dig into this a little bit further, and then I will come back. I haven't used this deck in a while. Once the video posts, then I will put in the title and say the Murdaugh trial or whatever. So, you know. Hang on, Debbie, I will answer that question. I will definitely say that there is going to be a see, there is a faction here that does not want it to go to retrial. They are trying very hard not to let it go to retrial. But I'm going to say there is a high chance, I'm going to say this case will go into retrial. I'm going to say this case will go into retrial. Yeah. This case will go. They're very desperately trying not to let it to go to retrial, but I'm hard pressed. I find it very difficult to think that they may not go. You know what I mean? I'm not subscribing to that thought process. Whoa. Why is that upside down? Okay, there we go. Hey Alia, I'm doing good. Good to see you. Hi Cece. No, come on, give me a card. Look, she is at a crossroads, okay? Definitely at a crossroads. Now is her opportunity to speak up or forever be whooped, okay? She is at a crossroads. If she speaks up, if she does the right thing, there is going to be a little bit of penance. She has to pay 3 to 9 months, 3 to 9 years, 13 to 19 months. And if she takes care of all that, she'll be fine. And if she doesn't, she's going to be in a little bit of a stickier situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does go. I mean, this will go to trial. Let's just put it that way. So let me go back to my other deck. Let me put this away because these cards. Hang on, y'all. I'm just going to grab another deck over here, okay? Uh-oh, where did it? Come, there we go. There we go. That's not the one. Where's my... Oh, come on. There we go. All right. I don't know if I want to clip my hair or not, y'all. I'm sorry. It was so hot today. Oh my goodness, my car read 111 degrees, y'all. 111 degrees. I was like, okay, the weather is like freaking crazy. Let me do this. Come on, baby. Okay. We'll get to Alex. Don't worry about it. We'll get to him. Hi, Rosalie. Yep. Oh. Look, I am going to put my money on the fact that this case will go to retrial because of her. There is an unseen potential. There is a hesitation over here. Okay? And the hesitation here is, I'm burning out. Should I just give in and should I just say, you know what? Yeah, I effed up. Yeah, that's it. Let's do it. Very well cognizant of the downfall. There is also a specific individual who is gunning for her downfall. And they very well know the masquerade, her masquerade. They very well know how she has been hiding her true self and projecting a completely different image. Now this individual has waited and has planned, okay, to bring this chick's downfall, this woman, okay. So because, hang on. Hi Rosalie, because, yeah, let's get these two cards. Because the person who's gunning to blow all this up and to bring to light all the BS that goes on there has it's almost like this individual has or this faction or this group or whatever has a very almost emotionally shut down, saying that I have to go about this systematically to bring to light all the corruption that's going on here. Whether this individual or this faction or this group of people are going to be successful or not, I don't know, but we'll take it there. We'll leave it there. It's almost like the very foundation of the community. The very foundation of the community, right? The founders, the foundation, the stalwarts of whoever that community, whatever that community is, you know, they are all going to be, it's a mess. Missed opportunity. Hang on, y'all. These are some seriously interesting cards. There is a feeling that there was a missed opportunity over here, and because of somebody's stubbornness and inflexibility, right? And the fact that they thought they were a tight-knit family and they could celebrate in knowing that that group was so tight-knit and nothing could happen, that is what is actually going to cause the downfall of this faction. And this group, this individual, this group of people who want to blow it all up and expose all this, they are going to be successful. She's the first one that they're going to expose. Absolutely. In a very controlled manner. This is something that is not going to end anytime soon. Is she the first one who's going to go down? It's almost strategic planning, right? But she's not the last one. There are going to be other people who are going to be brought down. So that's that. Let's leave that there. So let me look at the questions. Rosalie Hopkins says, yeah, we're talking about the retrial of Murdaugh. Yeah, 111 degrees. Yeah, House of Cards. Okay, so now I'm going to get one more card. Well, I should have used this as my whatchamacallit. Oh my God, 113. Oh my God, girl. Yeah, Denise, it's quite. Yeah, look, this is, everybody knows. Everybody and their puppy dog and the puppy dog's little personal tick knows. Right? How that little city or that whatever, wherever those people, whatever the county is, that this whole Murdaugh thingy happened, like how corrupt that is, right? Lot of secrets, okay? But I will also tell you this. They were, that group of people who basically controlled that city, that county, were counting on the fact that the citizens had accepted the fact that this group cannot be touched, and they basically milked it for everything they could. But see, there's always that circle of life, right? You know, the higher the rise, the harder the fall. That's what's happening. But I'm sure as we progress, we'll know who is this faction, who are these people, who is this faction who are so bent upon exposing this, like exposing the criminals who have had power of the city and the county for so long. That is something that's going to also pop up in a bit. So let's move on. Yeah, pretty sure. See, but that's another thing. Like somebody over here said, her ghostwriter, whoever the fellow was, he's known only for a brief period of time. I mean, you're right. I mean, she would have told him whatever she wanted, and he just assumed that she's speaking the truth. How do you know if she's fibbing or she's embellishing, right? Nobody knows. So it's not like he's a personal friend of hers, right? So, or who knows, maybe he is. I didn't even know that she could release a book. Like, how come? Okay, now let's look at Doofus McGoofus. What's his face's name? Alex Murdaugh. Show me where Alex is now. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Why am I being told not to read for him? Hang on. Hang on, what is going on over here? Hang on. Let's try that one more time. Thank you. It's a weird kind of a tightening, like a band around my forehead. I don't know, it's so bizarre, but anyway. Mercury. See, I'm holding the cards upright, but Mercury popped up in the reverse. So that's okay, we'll take it in the reverse. Oh, what's going on over here? These are the same cards that I got for her, right? Uranus and Cancer. Yeah, these are the same cards I got for her. But I did shuffle it and I did put it back together. But now here they are in the reverse, and you all saw me shuffle the cards, so it's not like I'm setting it up. Oh, how odd. Well, I'll tell you what, I shouldn't be surprised, because Mercury is momentum, it's duality, it's switching, it's opportunities, finding opportunities in the most inopportune avenues. And Uranus is sudden shocks, and Cancer is all about emotions and hiding. Everything it's all the reverse for him. Stall, stall, stall. Difficult to find opportunities to get out of it. No sudden swifts and changes and shocks. It's like, here it is. But also emotionally, I'm going to say that there is no way, he's unable to control his emotions, but also there's no more hiding over here. There's no more hiding stuff. So it's almost like exposed, he's being exposed even further. Right? Do you get it? By that guy. Y'all, I am still amazed. I got these same cards for that chick, right? Whatever her name is, that Rebecca, Becky, whatever. I got the Cancer, the Mercury, and Uranus. And here for him, I got them all in the reverse. So look at it. I'm just blown away. For her, it was in the upright. And you all saw me shuffle the cards. So there's a reason why these are popped up in that same sequence, but in the reverse. But okay. The Emperor. And I'll take this. Temperance. She also got the Temperance, right? And I have the Tower card. It's not going to go in his favor, okay? 5 is the Hierophant. His institutions, his religion, his rules, is this, that, and the other. It's not going to be moving fast enough for him. It's not going to be going in his favor. Then you have the very strong Emperor energy over here that talks about independence, that talks about having the ability to make decisions. If he thought he was able to control from behind the scenes, yeah, no, not so fast. And Temperance, is he going to be able to balance things out, like to find, like be able to approach the situation in a very balanced, informed manner, and so try the best to get everything kind of taken care of? He thought he thought he had a control over it. It's going to be fine. He doesn't. And then we have the Tower card. The Tower card here, it does talk about, of course, destruction. But I'm also going to say that whatever little sense of security he had, or he might have thought that he's in the ivory tower, there's a possibility it's going to go in his favor and people are going to help him and support him. It's not going to happen. So in other words, yes, it will go to a retrial, very high chances, or at least part of this case or whatever, but the outcome of it is not going to be in his favor. Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and 2 of Wands. So a great need to take new action, to try a new strategy and continue to work on the new strategy and the new format, a new approach, and then figure out and see what is the right action to take, because there are choices that need to be made. So it's all a question of strategizing for his team on his behalf. How best can they strategize? What do they need to do to get their act together so as to maximize on this opportunity and make it work for him? And Knight of Pentacles, there is going to be an offer made. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, the Star card. Whoa, I wasn't prepared for this. The Tower card again, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so when I saw there is going to be another offer made, right? So in terms of, it could be like, okay, pay more fines or whatever the heck, or bribe some more people, or even maybe whoever the defense, or who, I don't even know what their names are, the folks who are working against him, or who are basically going to screw his happiness. They might make an offer, or his team may make an offer to just walk away from this whole thing, and hopefully that will be a sense of victory for him. And I was like, oh wow, so they're going to walk away from this. Yeah, there could be a possibility that he's going to have some help, but no. Boom. And betrayal. Boom. So tried very hard though. Tried hard. I was like, shit. Six of Swords, Pentacles, like Knight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and Six of Wands. No. You can't be walking away from this. Hang on a second. So we have Aquarius, right? Aquarius. No. King of Swords, a lot of harshness. Three of Pentacles. Emperor, wow, he's got some dualities here. The Emperor's popped up twice. One more card. The Strength card. The Sun card. There's a lot, okay. And the Moon card. Interesting. Ay, caramba. See, it almost looks like he's going to be victorious, and he's going to feel like, yeah, things and people are helping him get victory in the retrial or whatever, hoping to. Then the Tower, then there's betrayal, and then you have the Emperor card pop up, right? I'm sorry, the King of Swords, which is like a real harsh reality check, right? And then the people are still, that 333, that group, they are still going to do their very best to try to help him. But the Emperor steps in then, and the Emperor is like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. You can't. There's a real tug of war between the factions, real tug of war. And with this Leo card here, right, which does talk about strength, etc., it's almost like, to heck with it, let's go for the gold, and we are going to fight tooth and nail. To a certain extent, a little bit of success. They may feel that they have some sort of success, but it's like what's the word? Instead of getting, I know this sounds crazy, instead of getting 2 scoops of ice cream, you end up getting 1. You know what I mean? It may seem like that. But the other interesting thing is, I also see with the Sun card popping up here and the Moon card here, I wouldn't be surprised if his existing child is called back in to testify. And that's going to be a big no-no. That's where it's all going to fall apart, if it goes into a retrial. The Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands. I'm going to take, ooh, she doesn't want to show up, the Queen of Wands. Why though? Why is she not hiding? See, if it goes into retrial, he's going to feel very cocky and say, I'm most likely going to get away with it. But they're going to bring the Sun back in for questioning, and that's where things are going to start going down. I will go so far as to say that the child is going to cut his cord with the dad, and he's going to start moving on. Because it's like, I can't do this, I can't jeopardize my life. So I'm going to leave it at that, because this is not the last that we've seen of this fool. Y'all, whatever people say, I'm just going to go so far as to say, I truly think he is responsible in some way, shape, or form. Who's that? Tessie Cooper. Hi, Tessie. Good to see you. Yeah, Debbie, exactly. So, yeah, the son has been, hi, Dreamweaver. The son, what's his face, his name, Buster, has been in the news, right? Giving all those interviews and this and that and all that. I am not for one moment buying his innocence or anything like. It's just, on the one hand, like, I do feel that it's got to be horrendous to know that, both your two members of your family have come to pass and another member of your family has been accused of taking their lives. But on the other hand, see, that family is a very tight family, y'all. I am going to say Buster has a lot more information and a lot more knowledge about what truly happened than he is ever going to give up. Sylph, I'm reading for the Murdaugh retrial. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. I'm going to try this. Let's do this. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So as I was shuffling the cards, I actually wanted to do a draw for what's his face's name, Alex, but in my head it was Buster. So I said, okay, tell me what I need to know about Buster. It's all about cause and effect. It's all about clarity. He has come to a realization, even though he knows a lot more than he's given up, and he is never going to divulge all the information that he knows, for whatever reason. Let's not go into why he's not going to come clean. There is absolute clarity in his head that this is the course of action I need to take to protect myself. He's very clear about that. There's also a question about loyalty, promises, and even though there is a clarity about what action he needs to take to protect himself, because he knows very well that he could go down for some, he wants to take control and make some radical changes to the promises that were made, and the chains were like the lock was taken off the chains. Do you get what I'm saying? He has a great need of wanting to run away from reality, wanting to run away from the problems. He's burnt out. But he also understands what his predestination is. And also, like, what's the word? If he's not careful where this can land him, he knows very well. So, self-preservation, opportunities, absolutely. Self-preservation is, at the end of the day, it's self-preservation, man. That's what life is all about, right? Opportunities to grow within his relationship with whoever he's got, and there is that determination to say that yes, the mom has passed, but because of all that, there is this innate determination to make his relationship with whoever he chooses to have a long-term relationship really work. Like it's that driving force. Does that mean that he does not necessarily love this person? I'm not going to go into it, but he's willing to overlook a lot of little flaws because he's determined he wants to have that. So I'll just leave it at that, y'all, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on here and I'm not going to be putting all that on the videos. Dreamweaver, this is some, I don't know how long I've had these glasses for. Oh, focus. No, you don't want to focus? I couldn't even tell you where I got them from. These are not super expensive at all. But is my camera dying, y'all? If it goes black here, or what's going on with my camera here? Oh, there we are. So if it suddenly goes all dark, then it's because I've run out of juice. So now let me ask about, what's his face? Alec Murdaugh. Excuse me, y'all. Man, he is full of it, I'll tell you. Dang. He's like not going to go down that easy, y'all. Seriously, he's going to try everything he possibly can. Damn. This man is something else. See, ambition, diligence, and setbacks. He's ambitious, he's diligent, but he also acknowledges that there are some setbacks. His last card, all about the number of people he's patronized with, all the number of people he has helped, all the number of people he's paid money to. So it's like paybacks. I'm going to milk it for everything it's worth. All the favors I did, all the dirty work I did for so many people, I'm calling in my favors. It's now my turn. Now y'all need to step up and y'all need to help me. That's the thing. But I'm also seeing here that he's very, very, very determined about controlling a particular viewpoint or a particular narrative. He is very certain that if he controls that and if he sticks to that narrative, he's going to have the ability to walk away from this. There's also a little bit of, should I call it, he's a little bit naive. How do you say it? Naivety? He's just a little bit naive or delusional. I think that's a better word, because he thinks that the relationships he's built, the monies that have been exchanged, the pockets he's lined and greased and all that, everything is going to be fine. They're all going to come through for him. But he doesn't realize that everybody has their own viewpoint or their own version of the story or their own version of the facts and how things went down. So there is going to be a little bit of a reflection on his part to say, hey, how come y'all are not coming through for me? And that's when he's going to go for the gold and say, you know what, now I'm going to go take action. Now I'm going to control the viewpoint even further, and I'm going to start making corrections. Corrections could be setting things right. Possibly he may expose certain situations and try to bring down people who are not going to play the tune he wants to dance to. Okay? But he's up against some really strong energy. There's a lot of reflection that's going on here, lot of reflection and just manipulation. It's like he's very smart, y'all. He's very smart. He's able to think things through. He looks at every angle, but then he's also over smart, which is where the point of being a little delusional, being a little naive, assuming that whatever conclusion he's come to is the right and the best and the only conclusion. And with that comes self-destruction. He's still controlling everything. The center card is controlling the viewpoints of people around him, controlling the viewpoints of people, of things going on with regards to his case. He's like, he is willing to take the hammer and smack you down if you don't change your opinion about him. Like, how much control does this man have? Like, how much has he done for how many people? Good question, Alicia. That's true. Hi, Pandora. Delta Tango. That's a new name. I don't know who that is. The patron. His finances, controlling. He's got little books, y'all. I mean, he's got information about how many people were paid, where the money is. He's got all that knowledge. It's all like recorded. Secrets. Transitioning, power, ruthless. Vengeance, overcoming slights. Okay, let's. So we have secrets. He's not going to let people run away from problems. He's going to try to weave a web to be able to catch them, because he's beginning to realize slowly that they are not really going to be working for him, paying back. You're not going to be able to collect your dues. And hence comes, and then comes the systematic assassination of character. He is also wanting to get on this really fast because he's worried about missing opportunities. But see, there's something called cause and effect. And he's like, now it's a question of vengeance. Overcoming slights. Naivete, yeah, correct. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all. See, it almost says celebration, family. I mean, not almost. It says celebration, family, and responsibility and expectations. And then there's lack of empathy and confrontation. So, I suppose what's her name? His wife. Oh God, I've forgotten her name even. Sure. What's his wife's name? Her family are going to, Maggie Murdaugh, her family is going to be like sighing a relief, saying that, yeah, in spite of all this, he's still going to go down for it. So, is it worth all of that? But man, look at how much money thank you, Maggie. Maggie, it is Maggie. Thanks, Debbie. Think about all the taxpayers' money that's being spent on this retrial and whatever, you almost want to reach out and smack some sense into the whole process, right? This is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly my observations, my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. Eddie, is Eddie going to testify? Yeah, I agree, Alicia. Becky's book sales should pay for all of this. I have hopes for Eddie. Look, I have hopes for Eddie because he is going to do everything he possibly can to bring this doofus down. Okay? I'm also going to go so far as to say that Eddie is going to talk about the times where his hand was hurt, purposefully he feels, because of this guy. And he's going to vouch for the fact that this guy had absolutely no empathy, like complete lack of empathy, and Eddie has confronted him even with regards to the whole situation. He has a lot of knowledge, he holds the key, and he will Eddie is basically going to say here, this is the truth. He's going to show his self. He's going to say, this is how it went down, or this is what I know. And that is going to cause a lot of explosion. There's going to be a lot of emotional drama because of what Eddie says. And the family is going to be happy about it, and they're going to celebrate because they're saying finally he has stepped forward. But I'm going to tell Eddie that they're going to do everything to discredit him and try to make it sound like he's not like credible. But he has this one chance to seize the opportunity and come forth and say what he knows. Redemption. Okay. So now, where are we at as far as time is concerned? 7:49. Please hit the thumbs up, y'all. Give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let's do all of that good stuff. And again, thank you for being patient with me. Man, this computer issues, this camera issues, annoying, right? Excuse me. See, this thing is, she's going to try her very best to reclaim her image, because she knows, like, now she's completely shattered. What's her face's name? That Becky, whatever. Hi, Tina. How are you doing? Thank you, Dreamweaver. She's this Becky lady, this court, whatever her position was in the court, like whatever. She is, yeah, I don't much care for her. Hello, Pandora Sparks. It's good to see you. consequences. Here's the thing, right? You know, you wear so many masks, and finally your true self is surfaces, and your true self is seen to everybody, and now you have to atone for all the deceit that you have, whatever, and the consequences. Very simple. You're going to do your very best to reclaim your reputation and all of that. It's not going to work. You effed up pretty bad. So thank you, Rosalie. So now, since this is done, maybe I can ask some questions. Do you? Okay. So let's leave that for a second. And do we have some time, right? So any of y'all have any other questions? I think some of y'all were asking about, I should do a whole video for that doofus. What's that lady's name? That lady who's gone to jail for mistreating her kids or whatever. Indy Jen says 66 degrees. Oh my God, I so envy you. Let's take a look. Somebody had asked some questions. Francis X. Hi Francis, hello from UK. About that guy, what is his yeah, Ruby lady. So let's do this. Let's ask about Ruby Frankie, right? That's her name? Frankie? What's her name even? Ruby something. Ruby Frankie. Thank you. Whoa, hello girlfriend. He's up over there. So calm down, Bunny. I'm just doing her. Actually, you know what? I don't need my phone. I got a piece of paper there somewhere. Don't I? There we go. Ruby. Give me a second, y'all. Give me one momento. Y Frankie. Franke. Anne, hi Anne, good to see you. So 10, 19, 20, 21. That is 3. So 10, 20, 26, 27, 28. That's 10. Equals to. Oh, this woman is a piece of work already, y'all. Emotions. See, okay, let's do this. I don't know her date of birth and all that. We don't need it. We'll just do this. Very delusional. Huh. I was just going to say, does anybody have her date of birth? Let's do it. Pandora, she's put that up. She goes January 18th. Jan 18, 1982. Hang on one second. Jan 18th is a Capricorn, isn't she? No, she is. Yeah, she's a Capricorn. Okay, my bad. So 9, so 10, 20, 29, 30. 4,000 third house. So let's take a look. She's a Capricorn. 4,000 is Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. They're hence the fire sign. And Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So Pisces and Aries. Okay, interesting. Pisces and Aries. So I got this. I'll just show you. Okay. So 23, wait, 25, 30, 53, 8th house. 8th house. Give me one second. Where's my little sheet thing? So I have all the sun signs written in order. So she's a Capricorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Her eighth house is Leo. And Leo did pop up here. Okay then. All right. Let's get on with this. There's no coming back from this, y'all. There is no coming back from this for her. There is no coming back from this. Oh my gosh, she's a piece of work, man. Seriously. So 8th house is see, I'm going to say a couple of things here. Oh, FYI, let me just say this. These are allegedly, this is for entertainment purposes only. This video is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly, these are my observations, my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. And if you don't like the language I use, you can go elsewhere. I wish you all the best. Controlling the narrative is very, very important for her. There is a great need to protect the reality from coming through, which is the destruction of her foundation that she knows to be as home. There's a great need to protect that. She is going to come up with all these stories about how she was neglected and yada yada and all that stuff. There is some bizarre, very, very bizarre connection, very bizarre understanding, memory or lack thereof of a mother figure in her family or in her life. So it's either completely into that, into like mom is everything, or like a weird kind of a like hate or disgust or holding her responsible or whatever. So I'm going to go so far as to say from the very beginning she's had a great need to create an image of an ideal female parent, okay, and mold herself to be the ideal female parent. But this comes from a lack of having that in her childhood, okay. So maybe her mama, she didn't have a mom, or maybe her mom was like whatever. But psychological issues have been going on for a long time. And I will tell you 10, 26, 27, 28. So I'm going to go so far as if you go back 28 years in her life. So how old is she now? Somebody said 41. If you go back to 28 years minus 41. Oh, I can't do the math. Let's do the math. Calculator. 41 minus 28. When she was around 13 or such, 13, 14 or early teens, something changed in her at that time. Drastically changed in her psyche. Really did. Now, does that, I don't have snot on my fingers are clear. I know people will be like, oh my gosh, she's got snot on her fingers. I don't. I have to say though, on that note, here we go. Squirrel. How many times have you stopped? Everybody, okay, give me a thumbs up if y'all have seen this happen, or if you are guilty of the same. You are there at the traffic light and you just look around on your left and you look around on your right. How many times have you seen people pick their noses in their cars or vehicles at traffic lights? I find that like, dude, whatever. I mean, I got like probably 4 boxes of tissues in my car. But anyhow, I find that extremely funny though. So Dreamweaver gives only one. Oh, she goes, never, come on. Oh my God, that's just too much. Right? Anyway, on a side note. So, really, only 3 of y'all? Come on, y'all. Seinfeld episode, is that right? So, Elaine Perry, thumbs up. It's too funny. So, one thing that pisses me off though is when people wind down their window and spit out of the car. I'm like, dude, that is so nasty. It's like, that I'd better not touch my car. So I'm going to go so far as to say that this is very interesting to me, how this turned out. Her whole thought process, her whole mental makeup, it almost feels like Rosalie Hopkins says, who are you talking about now? Lady who chopped up her friend? No. Wait, oh, there's a lady who chopped up her friend? Ooh, I didn't know about that one. I'm probably living under a rock. No, this is about that Ruby Frankie or whatever, the one with the kids. Dreamweaver says, I'm guilty, I've actually... No, yeah. The mommy dearest lady, Ruby Frankie, yeah. So, it almost feels like at around, Taylor car business. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. It's like somebody went in her head and rewired at that age. So that has made a drastic change. Okay. Wow. Right off the bat. Vengeance, overcoming slights, cause and effect, determination and certainty. So it's almost like, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, I'm not making excuses for this chick, okay, this Ruby Frankie. I'm not making any excuses. See, I will say though, I'll stop at this time. Parenting is parenting, right? I mean, I would never have, growing up, had talked back to my parents or talked back to my teachers or my elders or anything. Oh, hell no, you just, one look at your mom like that. I mean, your mom just looked at you and you were like, that one look was enough. But then again, how extreme can parents take parenting? That's also there. So it's a question of finding a happy balance, right? I don't condone with, my child is perfect, and you can do no wrong bullshit. I don't buy that. I don't condone with how kids are never held back from school and all that stuff. No, you didn't make the grades, you need to be held back. End of story. I mean, I agree with that. But denying them food and denying them the basics and all that is like, a whole different level. But in her head, it's almost like, I am going to show what real parenting is. I'm going to break the mold, and it's almost like wanting to prove one's authority and take a stance that I can break the mold and find the balance and show what real parenting is supposed to be. But unfortunately, her psyche, her emotions are anchored in that whatever transpired when she was young. So she may try as much as she wants to break free and do the opposite, but she can't. She keeps faltering back to that. There is a great lack of clarity in terms of knowing what is the true meaning of cause and effect. Okay? It's like whatever suits her convenience. And there is a determination, okay? There is a determination that, oh shit, what is that? Oh my goodness, what the hell was that? Some sort of an insect? No way. Bunny, did you bring a hitchhiker home from your walk? I don't know what the hell that is. Some sort of a certainty in terms of this is right, misplaced delusional, illusion, all that is fine. Almost like misplaced. See, okay, let me rephrase that. She can't seem to control, like draw the line as to where is enough. Let's just say that. What the hell was that insect burning? No, y'all, this chick is. She is self-educated, has no problem exploring the crossroads, right? She feels that whatever research she has done, whatever education however she has educated herself is the right thing, and that selective education, so she has absorbed what suits her convenience. She has no problem exploring the crossroads, exploring the extremes. Very determined, my way or the highway. She's not going to sacrifice anything for that. I just want to reiterate that I am correct. I know what I'm doing. I'm better than you. That sort of a thing. There is a fear that she's always had a fear of failure. She also understands that there were a lot of missed opportunities, but because of those missed opportunities, she has had to redirect her path, redirect her focus, and take responsibility and make a success of what she thinks, be successful at it. And success to her is not what success is to others. Very, very into the foundations of community. Let me stop. For her, the great need to want to be a part of the community, to be want to be so ingrained in the community, in the foundations of the community, to almost be like a founder of the community. The great urge, the need for the community that she lives in to look up to her. That is her driving force. Like, she wants everybody to say, oh wow, you're the best thing since snot. It's all about the faith. Here we go. Control. Hang on, y'all. Shit's going down here. Okay. Very, very much into faith. Control. Wanting to discover, explore relationships. But this whole faith thing, look, she is, in my opinion, it's all, okay, what do I need to do to make myself prominent in society, prominent in my community, for people to know who I am and to look up to me? I need to be a churchgoer, I need to dress in a certain way, I need to be a certain kind of parent, I need to be able to do X, Y, Z, so it's a checklist. And okay, I'm checking off on all that. But unfortunately, because of her issues, whatever, she has not been able to moderate the way she has taken a meted out discipline to her children. Because it's almost like, I'll show you. Very aggressive, very aggressive. I'm not going to say she's passive aggressive. She is full on aggressive. But she is. It's all about self-worth. It's all about, what do I need to do to improve my self-worth? Okay? I have to put on a certain show. I have to build this certain life around me to make me acceptable in my own eyes. And the only way I can be acceptable in my own eyes is if I'm acceptable by society and if society looks up to me. Make sense? If she had a way, she'll sit there in court and tell the judge, this is how the judge has to do his or her job. she's a she's a ding dang ding-a-lang, y'all. I have one more deck I want to use for her, and I'll pull up some more cards for her. Hang on, y'all. Actually, not one deck, a couple of decks. Oh God, Bunny! I don't know what that critter was. Bunny is a fly. It's not a fly. Whenever. Oh. Y'all, Bunny's hair is everywhere as usual. Whenever we take him for a walk, the moment we bring him back home, before we even let him in, we have a procedure where we kind of brush him a little bit, like not a full-on brush. He gets a full-on brush once a day, but we walk him as many times as we possibly can, and however many times he wants to go, right? Of course, not when it's like 100 degrees, etc., not at 12 noon. So we usually brush him because we want to make sure that nobody's hitchhiking. That's our term, like, because he's got so much fur and stuff. But sometimes I do feel that he brings in some hitchhikers, which is not very pleasant, but it's neither here nor there. Interesting question, Rosalie. I don't know though. I don't know. I've never thought of that. Rosalie asks, does reading make you more sensitive to allergies? I know I'm sensitive. Oh yeah, Jody Hildebrand. Actually, hang on. Let me do her thing also. Jody Hildebrand. NT. Give me 1 second. Let me do Jody Hildebrand. Da 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 da. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 40. What's her 10th house? Where I go? 10th house. This is a codependent relationship between her and that Hildebrand. So I wonder if she looked at Jody as her mom, like her big sister or a mom or something like. Hang on, y'all. Let me do this because I'm getting sidetracked. No, y'all, this chick is like way out there. She's like completely like freaking psycho. The aspiration to 7th house. Hang on, where's the 7th house? So she's a Capricorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. See, the aspiration to be a pillar of society is very great. Okay. And wanting to be that America's mom, if you will, right? There's a great need for that, but in her mind. But she also feels that she was catering to a vast majority of people who completely understood her brand of parenting, and she was okay. But even though I have never seen her videos except for like on the news, they showed her face and they showed the name of her YouTube channel or whatever. I didn't even know she existed. But even if she has received some people might have dissed her or said like, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that or whatever. She didn't give a flip. She's like, no, I know you're wrong, you don't know, you're not in this situation. So she really didn't give. Look, y'all, I'll tell you, her hubby is just a little mouse who is willing to dance on the table top for a little bit of cheese. Okay, that sounded really, okay, I'm sorry. That could go 20 different ways. All right, let's say this now. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly, these are my observations, my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research, and draw your own conclusions. Is he complicit? Is he also to be held guilty? Yes, absolutely. But he also has this twisted need in his head to want to please her regardless of what. Like literally losing the sense of the ability to make independent decisions of her. Because the image that she has portrayed is that this is where I want to get to, this is my goal, you're on board or you're not. I have certain other things I want to say, but I'm not going to say it because it's like a little bit crass and I feel for the children. But read between the lines and you get it, right? So do not be surprised if there are allegations of SA also pop up, because they will. Absolutely they will. Something else I wanted to do. I'm going to do this. What a bunch of psychos, right? Jesus. No, y'all, this chick is like way out there. She's like way out there. There is a carryover. Now, I'm not condoning her behavior. I'm not saying because she had, like if I had a penny for every time somebody said, oh, I was abused as a child, hence I abused somebody and is justified, like seriously. We all know that's not right. A lot of people were abused as children, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, but not everybody turned out to be a abuser themselves, right? So we are not condoning that. We are not condoning her behavior, justifying her behavior, but it's almost like a ticking time bomb, y'all. This chick would have gone on to do something that would have caused somebody to be seriously hurt to the extreme that we can imagine. And I'm talking about one of her own kids. And for her, it's all about teaching, I'm just going to call him Adolphus, how to dance. Like, you're going to dance like so. If I say two-step, you two-step. If I say hop, skip, and jump, if I say tango, you tango. There is no way this woman would have been able to get out of this particular mindset or she's not going to get out of it. She's never going to get out of it. Like the way her brain works. She's never going to change her thought process. She may go to jail, she may come out, she may do all that may happen, but she will still remain the same. That is never going to change. She's never going to, this experience has taught me a valuable lesson. I'm sorry, I realize now I made mistakes. I'm going to correct myself. No. This is who she is. That's it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm going to say that help was asked for multiple times by a female child, by a Della. I'm just going to use that name because we're keeping all A's. And it was ignored. There was also a male child who asked for a lot of help, but he was also ignored. But finally, as we now know, the younger son or whatever, he's the one. But I'm going to say that the older two children absolutely reached out and asked for help, but they were ignored. And I will tell you this though. I don't know if I should say it, but I do feel that they have to watch them very closely if they are incarcerated to make sure that they don't do anything to harm themselves. Let's leave it at that. I'm not going any further into that. So, what is the outcome for that? There will be allegations of SA also towards the kids. Look, I'll tell you this. She has very, very poor, very, very low self-confidence. Very low self-confidence. Hence the need to do all these things to build up her confidence and to feel important. There has always been that yearning within her to want to be important, to want to be valued as somebody better than who she is. There's always that need and the drive for her to be looked at as somebody who took care of those who were lost and were able to bring them to the right path. And she used parenting as a platform. She's a freaking nut job, man. I don't know where these people come from, but wherever it is, I mean, I have no hopes for that ding dong, that fellow, whatever his freaking name is. Okay, let's do this Jody Hildebrand. Let's see what the heck is going on with that psycho. I'm not going to go in depth, but oh. Okay. So foundation, community, she definitely has some strong individual or group of individuals, be it the church or somebody else in the community backing her up. There is this feeling of self-made, self-worth, like through my business, through my trade, I made myself self-made individual. There has been a lot of exploration and exploitation of the psyche. There has been a on those explorations or exploitations or whatever you call it, there has been a certainty, a clarity, a determination made that this is what I need to do to be successful to get to that point. Now, having said that, I will go so far as to say this one is a vengeful one. She is. I wouldn't be surprised if she has recommended certain products to be ingested to keep certain individuals calm and quiet and subdued. Now read between the lines. Very, very much influenced Ruby, and almost like showing her this is how far you can go, this is how much you can do. Yeah, it's a bizarre, but see, she's also been coaching Ruby, saying that you have so much unseen potential here. Don't hesitate. I'll hold your hand. I'll show you the way. Literally guiding her. It's almost like planting a seed in her mind and showing her how to nurture that to grow. But she has ulterior motives too. She is a ruthless person, this Jodie Hildebrandt, I'll tell you that. Oh my God. Almost wanting to mold her in her own, mold her in her own picture, or mold her like her. This is a bizarre relationship, y'all. This is like so freaking ridiculous. It's like, feeding off of each other and saying, you know what, oh, I see that you have a platform and I was looking for somebody. I see you have a platform and how convenient that you've fallen in my path. I'm going to take advantage of your platform and now try to coach you and be your mentor so that I can grow through you. It's some bizarre relationship. Really bizarre. It's like they're completely in cahoots with each other, y'all. I am very afraid for the number of children, number of parents that these two have come into contact with and who have advised. I feel for them. And not just children, but vulnerable adults too. Bunch of horrible people. Horrible. How people like this even get to sleep at night, I don't know. Not only have they caused so much of damage to their own kids, but also to others. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, this is, don't be surprised if you hear cases of sexual abuse, if that also becomes one of the allegations. This is not the first time a child has tried to run away. A child has tried to run away in the past, unfortunately could not. Somebody was literally thrown off of a higher level, like pushed out of a balcony or an upstairs window. I wouldn't be surprised. One of the children is very, by mistake, has come upon like a diary, and the kind of things that are written in the diary has freaked out the child. Again, controlling of the husband. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going any further. Okay. All right. With that little bit of a starting trouble, we've ended up here. So I'm just going to leave it at that, y'all. How about that? Let's take a look. Okay, nobody has written any more comments. What happened to all the comments? Oh, I thought I lost internet connection. Yeah, this is crazy. Jodie's niece had done an interview of what she went through at the hands of Jodie. Oh, wow. Oh, I want to know what that is. How far back does this? Oh, I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, oh. I'm going to stop, y'all, because, man, this is ridiculous. I am really afraid, y'all. I am really afraid that this, the very fact that all this happened and these kids were finally removed from that situation, because I really feel that if this was not discovered now, some child in that house would have lost his or her life. I am convinced of that. I really pray for the kids. I hope they are able to recover from this. I hope to God that they do the right thing and give custody of the children to the right people, if you know what I mean, and not to Yeah, they will. They will. I mean, the fact that so many people are sending prayers and good energy towards the children, they'll be just that is enough to carry them through. To there is going to be a little bit of damage. Let's face it, but at the end of the day, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Hi, Arachali. Well, I'm glad you made it, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is, if you all have no... Oh, yes, one more thing. Why not, since we're here, right? As much as I didn't want to do it. Let's just do it. What is the name of that? Yes. Oh, my pleasure. Absolutely, Lisa. One question I wanted to ask is, somebody asked about that fool, that criminal who escaped, who did that crab crawl or something, whatever his name is. Hi, Delvin. You'll have to go back and watch the video from the beginning, because this was supposed to be a reading for the retrial of Alex Murdaugh. So, what's the name of that guy, y'all? That fellow, that criminal who was crab crawling or whatever the heck. Let's see. I don't know his name, but just... Okay. Water. Oh, wait. Amanda says she had a panic room? Whoa. Danotello, water, and the Empress. 6, 7, 8, 9. So Danilo Cavalcante. Okay, let's just see. Let me see if that's correct spelling. Thank you, Pandora. Danilo Cavalcante. Let me see. Oh wow, he's got a long name, doesn't he? All right, Delvin. Okay, thank you for joining us, though. 10, 20, 23, 24, 25, 25, 28, 32, 35, 36, 36, 46, 51, 53. Y'all, this guy, he's long gone. 53, 8. Yeah, he's long gone. Uh, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. Yeah, he will be caught, but he's sitting pretty right now. Look, y'all, he definitely has help. Okay, water and mother. 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 days. Within 27 days of his, they found the... Okay, the dispatch call had them explaining what they found in the house, a panic room like Fort Knox. There is a YouTube video about it. Oh, Oh, I'm going to have to. Well, I'm going to say about this fellow, this criminal guy who ran away. Give it 27 days, y'all. His gamble, the risk he took, is not going to pay off. He does not know where he's going to go after this, so he's kind of stuck. He's a ruthless assassin. He's not nice. Divine timing. Water, y'all, water and thing. I will tell you that there is a little bit of I feel like he has crossed a body of water. There was a moment of hesitation, but then he's like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Reversal of fortune. He's going to get caught. Yeah, deception and trickery. Yeah, he'll be caught. Or they find his dead body. But he'll be found. Let's put it that way. Give it 27 days from the day he went missing. Within that, there is going to be a resolution. Body of water and mother. So we'll leave it at that. So anyway, I'm going to stop at this time. Thank you everybody for joining me. I do appreciate you all. Thank you for your patience when I had that little bit of a issue with the video. I have no idea, y'all, what the hell is going on. But anywho, thank you so much again. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Somebody had sent a request asking me to do a reading on an artist. I think I'll do it. That'll be a fun thing to do, so I'm going to do that. So thank you everybody. Blessed be to the real family, and blessed be to, I have to type that out. Right? So let's call it a 10-4, and I will see you next time. Okay, thank you y'all. Take care, stay safe, and have a great weekend, and stay cool. It's really hot. Right? All right everybody, bye for now. End the stream. Okay, let's do that.